Practical faith, how you guys doing? Guys, today my message is a bit of a warning. Yesterday I sent we did a whole thing about blessing. Today's devotional is a warning about being deceptive. What's the consequences of being deceptive? And we're going to take it straight out of the word. We're going to take it straight out of Genesis 27. We know how Jacob deceived his father Isaac and took Esau's blessing. We see how he deceived Esau and he took his birthright. But look at the consequences of this. Now note, Jacob didn't do this alone. His mother was involved and helped with the deception. It was actually her plan. And sometimes when we follow with other people's plans, that we deceive in others or doing wrong, we also get caught up in it. And when the consequences come, then we must understand and say, but why? Because you know what, we should understand that there will be consequences. It always comes back to bite you for some odd reason. Not for some odd reason, that's just the way life works. And you know what? Let's not fall into the trap. Let's do everything the right time. Because I believe if Jacob and his mother waited for God, he would have still got his blessing. He would have still been blessed above and beyond in abundance. That's what I try to say now. Sorry, slip of the tongue. But guys, let's wait for God's timing. A lot of times we try and rush it and we're scared and let's quickly try and step in. Let's quickly try and do this. Let's try and quickly do this so we can get that contract. If it's not meant for you, it's going to bite you. It's going to bite you. It's going to bite you in the bum, and it's not a nice feeling, guys. Let's just take here. I'm going to give you 6 things what it cost Jacob. What deceit, or let's just say, these are some of the consequences of that deceit, and it's written down here. Number 1, he never saw his mother again. His mother planned the whole thing, and obviously he had to be sent away to his uncle Laban, and you know what, because Esau wanted to kill him. But number 1, he never saw his mother again. And let's be honest, he was his mother's favorite child. I think scripture doesn't say it so plainly, but you can see his mother had a special love for Jacob. And I think that's one of the biggest consequences. You know what? It's like, I'm just trying to think to myself, what happens if that was me? How would I feel about it? And I don't think I would have enjoyed it, eh? So we see, guys, this is consequence number 1. Consequence number 2, his brother wanted to kill him. We know Esau wanted to kill him. Esau waited for Isaac to die. And then after he died, he was going to kill his brother because his brother stole his blessing. And he was not happy about it. So it divides the family. Number 3, his family became torn by strife. We see that the consequence of what he done, his family got torn because now all of a sudden he had to flee away. His brother wanted to kill him. Secondly, he never saw his mother again. His family was in dispute with each other. They kind of didn't get along because of this. So guys, sometimes it's not worth it because it costs a lot more than what you gain at that moment. Number 4, he was deceived by his uncle Laban. We know that he was supposed to marry Rebecca. He worked 7 years, Rachel. He worked 7 years for Rachel, and then Laban deceived him. You see, where he deceived his brother, all of a sudden he got deceived and he had to work another 7 years for his uncle. So you see how this came back to bite him. Number 5, Esau became the founder of an enemy nation. See, Esau retaliated and went to go marry one of Ishmael's granddaughters. And they actually became an enemy nation to the Israelites. You see how this turned, and this really turned big time against Jacob. And then number 6, he was exiled from his family for years. We saw that in the first 2-3 points. He was exiled from his family for years because they didn't want to wait for God's blessing, for God's approval, and see how God does it, because they just thought, she thought, yes, if Esau gets his blessing, then Jacob's going to have nothing. No, God will bless you at the right time, and he'll bless you in abundance. God has his plan. Sometimes we mustn't rush and we mustn't try and step in too quickly. Let's wait for the Lord to take things out. It's sometimes, but how's God going to do this? No, God will do it. He doesn't tell you how he's going to do it, but he will do it. Let's trust him. Let's not have deceiving ways in us, because it's not of godly character, guys. And let's see how God turns the situation around even better than the way that we try and do things and what we think the outcome is going to be. Blessings, guys.